Assalamu alaikum, my good students. I hope you have enjoyed previous videos. Again, Dr. Khalid Malik is presenting another video because a lot of BS students they were contacting me through different social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, so Instagram. So they were asking for BS English second paper reading and writing. For the first question of reading writing, I shared the video in previous video uh, that was about topic sentence and main idea. And today we are going to have the second question of this course, second paper of BS English. This is reading and writing. We are touching reading first. There are some questions of reading, and then we'll go for reading in the next videos. So today we are touching the second question of reading, that is skimming and scanning. Skimming and scanning are two very different strategies for speed reading. They are each used for different purposes. I think, and they are not meant to be used all the time. They are the fast end of speed reading range while studying at the slow, and people who know how to skim and scan are flexible readers. They read according to their purpose and get the information they need quickly without wasting time. They do not read everything, which is what increases their reading speed. Their skills lies in knowing what specific information to read, which method to use. This is called reading skill. Okay. That I was telling you about skimming in the small introduction I gave you. What is skimming? The first question which is coming to your mind. Skimming is one of the tools you can use to read more in less time. Skimming refers to looking only for the general or main ideas, and works best with non-fiction or factual material. With skimming, your overall understanding is reduced because you don't read everything. You read only what is important to your purpose. Skimming takes place while reading and allows you to look for details in addition to the main idea. That's all about skimming. Okay, the next question comes in the mind: how to skim? Many people think that skimming is a haphazard process, placing the eyes while everywhere they wherever they fall. Okay, but this is not skimming. Everywhere you cannot see and you can do skimming. No. However, to skim effectively, there has to be a structure, but you don't read everything. What you read is more important than what you leave out. So, what material do you read and what material do you leave out? That's the question. That's very important in skimming. Let's say you are doing research on a long chapter or a website. By reading the first few paragraphs in detail, you will get a good idea of what information will be discussed. Once you know where the reading is headed, you can begin to read only the first sentence of each paragraph, also called topic sentence. I already discussed in my previous lecture. Topic sentence and the main idea. They give you the main idea. These topic sentences give you the main idea. If you do not give the main idea in the topic sentence, or if the paragraph greatly interests you, then you may want to skim more. You need to skim more. So at the end of each topic sentence, your eyes should drop down through the rest of the paragraph, looking for important pieces of information such as names, dates, events. Continue to read only topic sentences, dropping down through the rest of the paragraph until you are near the end. Okay, since the last few paragraphs may contain a conclusion or summary, you should stop skimming there and read in detail. Remember that your overall comprehension will be lower than if you read in detail. If while skimming you feel you are grasping the main idea, then you are skimming correctly. Okay. So, what to skim? The next question comes to your mind as a student. What to skim? That's a very major question. because skimming is done at fast speed with less than normal comprehension. You shouldn't skim all the time. There are many times, however, when skimming is very useful. Okay. For example, suppose you are taking a presentation with class and have to deliver an oral report in a few days about the first computers were made. You locate your six books and four newspaper articles about this. Okay, and then you start skimming about this topic, and then you start skimming because you must be ready soon. You do not have time to read each word, but you need a large quantity of solid information. Skimming will help you locate the information quickly while making sure you use your time wisely. It will also increase the amount of usable material you obtain from your research. Okay, from your reading, we call it, okay, from your research also, because reading is a skill not limited to BS student, that skill for MA, MS, MPhil, PhD, and a lot of research papers people are writing. For everybody, skimming is a very good skill. Suppose you have an exam in a few days. You need to review the material, you learn it, but you don't want to reread everything. By skimming, you can quickly locate the information you haven't mastered yet and study only that material. You try to understand what I'm saying? So, while reading, ask yourself the following questions to help you decide whether or not to skim. If you answer yes to any of these, then skimming is a useful tool. What are these questions? Is this material nonfiction? Do I have a lot to read and only a small amount of time? Okay. Do I already know something about this? Can any one of the material be skipped? Okay. If you have sufficient background knowledge or believe you don't need the information, then skip it. That's why I say, can I skip? That saves the time for quick, okay, skimming. That's right. Don't read it all. Okay. Believe or not, skipping material may sometimes uh, be the best use of your time. Just because someone wrote something doesn't mean you have to read it. I will give you some example at the end of skimming and scanning. Okay, if you pick and choose carefully and what you skim and skip, you will be pleasantly surprised at the large amount of information you can get through in a short period of time. So next question is coming, what is scanning? Okay, now skimming I have discussed in detail. Example I will give you later on at the end of this video. Next question is coming, what is scanning? Basically, scanning is another useful tool for speeding up your reading. Unlike skimming, when scanning, you look only for a specific fact or piece of information. About reading everything. You scan when you look on the material for a specific fact or piece of information without reading everything. You can scan when you look for favorite show listed in the cable guide, for your friend phone numbers in telephone book, and for the sports scores in the newspaper. For scanning to be successful, you need to understand how your material is structured as well as comprehend what you read. You could locate the specific information you needed. Scanning also allows you to find details and other information in a hurry. That's the pure definition I gave you according to my understanding. Next question comes, how to scan? Because you already scan many different types of materials in your study life, daily life. Study life, because students are actually doing this work. Learning more details about scanning will be easy. Establishing your purpose, locating the appropriate material, and knowing how the information is structured before you start scanning is essential. Okay, this one is very important. For example, the material you scan is typically arranged uh, in the ways alphabetically you can arrange, chronologically you can arrange, non-alphabetically you can arrange, by category you can arrange, or you can also arrange textually. Okay, alphabetical information is arranged in order from A to Z, while chronological information is arranged in order of numerical order. Okay, so this is learning to use your hands while scanning is very helpful in locating specific information. Do you do anything with your hands to locate a word in a dictionary? To find a meeting time on your calendar, to read a train or bus schedule? Using your hand or finger is extremely helpful in focusing your attention and keeping your place while scanning a column of material. Okay, your peripheral vision can also help you scan effectively when your hand moves down a list of names. You see not only the name your finger is pointing to, but also the names above and below. Let your eyes work you when searching for information quickly, okay? And that's why you will be a good reader, finding information very nicely. Keep the concept of the keywords in mind while scanning. Your purpose will determine the keywords. Suppose you are looking for the time a train leaves from New York City or Washington, D.C. So then what should be the key words to keep in your mind? They should be from New York City to Washington, D.C. Okay? If you're looking for the cost of computer printers with the code number PX7110, 710, for example, PX710. So what can be the keywords locating in list of the printer? PX710. This is the keyword you have to go, okay? Okay, next question comes when to scan. You scan when your aim is to find specific information, pieces of information. If you were doing the research for an oral presentation, okay, you could scan the index of books, websites, and reference materials. You would discover whether they contain an information you want and the pages where the information can be found. Okay, in the past you probably scanned without knowing you were doing it. Now with the information provided in this section, I have provided now here during the question of scanning, this section I am discussing in detail that already I discussed, near to finish now. You can use scanning more intentionally and frequently, okay? And you should develop a habit for scanning so to become a good reader. The more you practice, the more effective scan will become. Okay. And finally, I would like to say the most important benefit of scanning is its ability to help you become a more flexible reader. Scanning adds another high gear to your reading, and you become a good reader. Your reading comprehension becomes very effective. Okay. Once again, I sum up the whole situation about skimming and scanning as I have explained in detail. Skimming refers to the process of reading only main ideas within a passage to get an overall impression of the content of reading or selection. Okay. How to skim? There are different points. I will say read the title. Okay. Read the introduction or the first paragraph. Read the first sentence of every other paragraph. Read any headings and subheadings. Notice any pictures, charts, or graphs in the material, reading material. Okay. Notice any italic or boldface words or phrases, okay? And also read the summary or the last paragraph, okay? Then I sum up scanning. What is scanning? Scanning is a reading technique to be used when you want to find specific information quickly. In scanning, you have a question in your form, in your mind, and you need read a passage only to find the answer, ignoring unrelated information. How to scan? Main key points. Scan the specific information you are looking for, okay? Try to anticipate how the answer will appear and what clues you might use to help you locate the answer. For example, if you were looking for a certain date, you would quickly read the paragraph looking only for numbers, okay? Then use headings and any other aids that will help you identify which sections might contain the information you are looking for. Okay, I think selectively you must read and skip through sections of your passage which you are reading to. Now I will now share my screen so that you should be able to see two examples of skimming and scanning. So I want to give you two examples. For example, let me share the screen first. and then you can see. Okay, I have shared the screen. You see now. You see now, here's a picture, the registered skimming process. You see this paragraph, this passage has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs. So what do you do? As I told you earlier, you go for skimming for the first paragraph, that's introduction. Okay, and then you go for the last paragraph, that is conclusion. And then you read each paragraph's first line. Okay, you see here, I underline here with the red first paragraph, you have read and you underline full, and then first, because first line may be a topic, sentence, or main idea of each paragraph. Okay, here also 3 paragraphs in between the body, and then last paragraph is the conclusion. That's the technique for skimming process. This passage is about capitalism. Okay, so what is this? I told attentively read the first and the last paragraph. This is the first paragraph, this is the last paragraph. And then I have highlighted here, read only the first sentence, drop out to the end for looking keywords. Okay, that's one of the reasons. That's why first lines are underlined. Most probably you get information from here. Then comes scanning. Okay, so scanning, you see, I've already explained to you. This one is for scanning. Here you see, scanning means searching to specific phrases in the text to answer some questions. Okay, so you have to see how to scan, underline the important information by reading the text, dates, numbers, names. When you read the question, define the keywords and scan the text for it. This way you will find the answer more quickly. For example, this is same capitalism. It is different from skimming. In skimming, we highlighted first paragraph, we highlighted the first line of each paragraph, and then we went for last paragraph, that is conclusion, we highlighted the last paragraph. But you locate for specific keywords in the scanning. For example, capitalism is related to social system, okay, capitalist, life, and profit. These main 3 specific keywords we have taken for scanning process. Okay, you understand now? So, for example, there is another practice for skimming. Scanning is very easy because you go for to the point word for capitalism, for example, that is the passage about. But for example, this is again skimming. I have done, you can see highlighted in yellow, the first paragraph highlighted, okay, the introduction. Then first line of each paragraph, or sometimes second line also you can do, because they are the main topic, sentence or main idea can be taken from here. And they can give you more information. This paragraph have taken the first line, okay, fourth paragraph have taken the first line, the body. The last one you see here, the whole one is highlighted. So this way you go for skimming. This we already gave you example skimming, this one, and the last one I also gave you. And the scanning, because scanning is some specific information for specific words. This is very easy. You go for specific words that gives you more, I think, information about reading, understanding. You understand now? So this is what I say. And now you are again with me for the screen. So inshallah, hopefully, next topic will be about this course, reading and writing. First video, I already discussed about main idea and topic sentence. Second video today is skimming and scanning. Third video, inshallah, by tomorrow, because some students we have December test, they need it, inferencing. And fourth video will be how to find specific information quickly. Okay. So hopefully, inshallah, do not forget to subscribe this channel, and hopefully we will be helping you a lot with the video. And remember Dr. Khalid. Okay. Thank you very much.